Hey everyone, this is Daryl, aka The D from the Simply Incredible podcast, and today we're going over the tournament challenge on ESPN, and thankfully they gave all of us a second chance. So from the Sweet 16 on to the champion. And if you want to join me, I'm creating a group. It's going to be called Simply Incredible Podcast. Just Simply Incredible podcast. Join me on there and just have fun because it's fun to do. And I'm going to start off with the South region. We start off with Kansas and Maryland. For those who don't know, I'm going to let you know my bracket destroyed like most people. I had Kentucky winning it all. They're gone. I know a lot of people had Michigan State winning, and they're gone. So we'll see how we end up doing with this. But we start off with in the South region. You can follow along with me when you in your brackets. And let me also preface this by saying I'm a terrible picker. I am. I have no illusion about it. I'm terrible, but you know what? I love doing these and I love having fun doing them. So third try. Here we go. Kansas and Maryland in the South region. I'm going to take Kansas in that one, even though from here on out, I'm not going to be surprised who wins these games. I think anybody on any given day the rest of the way could probably win. Then we have Miami against Villanova. That's the three seed versus the 2 seed. I'm going to take Miami to pull that upset right there. And that will leave in the Elite 8 in that region, we're going to have Kansas number 1 versus Miami number 3. Kansas is the number 1 seed overall in the tournament, and man, I do like my ACC. As you can tell, I got my UVA hat on. But I'm going to take Kansas to finish that region off and be the number 1 seed, making it all the way. Next, we're going to have Oregon against Duke. Man, I almost want to take Duke in the upset here. Number 1 versus number 4 in this region. I'm going to... Man, Coach K, he's got those young kids starting to play well. And to be honest, I don't know a ton about Oregon. But I'm going to take Oregon in that spot right there. Even though it will not, again, it's not going to be a shock if Duke wins. It's Duke. You know, they always have a ton of talent. And this year it's kind of taken them a while to get all together. And that's actually what I thought about Kentucky. It's taken them a while to get together. They won the SEC tournament. I thought they had gotten it to where they're going to roll all the way through. Didn't work out for them when they met Indiana. And in the lower half of that one, we have number 3 Texas A&M versus number 2 Oklahoma. I'm going to take A&M to pull that upset right there, that minor upset. And so far in that region, that's the only one that had the top 4 seeds make it to the Sweet 16. So it had kind of gone to form right there, but taking the number 3 seed to beat the number 2 seed. And I'm also going to take A&M to beat Oregon and make it to the Final Four. So that if that was to happen, that'd be pretty interesting because I really think there's a lot of good teams in these regions still. In the East, we have North Carolina, number 1 versus Indiana, number 5. I'm going to take Carolina in that one. Should be a good game, and I was slightly surprised that Indiana beat Kentucky, which again, that's every year you got to think Kentucky's a tough team, and they're going to be really, really good. But in this spot, I think this is where they go down. Then we have number 6 Notre Dame versus number 7 Wisconsin. I'm going to take Notre Dame in that one. Well, I just realized in the Elite 8, so far I've got 4 ACC teams. How about that? And I'm going to take Carolina to beat Notre Dame, even though Notre Dame did beat Carolina during the regular season. So there you go. And then we have number 1 UVA versus number 4 Iowa State. Me being a Cavalier fan, this is the game that scares me out of the rest of the teams in this bracket. It really, really scares me. And that's going to be a Friday night at 7 o'clock. I tell you that because I'm a Cavalier. I'm I'm going to take my Cavaliers. Of course, I'm going to take my Cavaliers. I'm going to take them to win that game. And then we have Syracuse, number 10, versus number 11, Gonzaga. And I've been saying the whole time, Syracuse is a team that really should not have even made the tournament. Probably St. Bonaventure or Monmouth. And St. Bonaventure, actually, they got beat in the first round of the NIT, which really surprised me. Could be one of those things they may have been let down. They didn't make it to the NCAA. They felt cheated and just, kind of mailed it in. But Monmouth, they went over there and they just destroyed somebody. I think they're actually still playing. I'm not sure. Haven't kept up with the NIT. But Gonzaga, perennially, year after year, they are a really good team. I'm going to take Gonzaga to pull that upset. So we could have an 11 seed making to the Elite Eight. Well, either way, you either have a 10 or an 11 make it to the Elite Eight out of that game, which that's pretty impressive. Then I'm going to take UVA to win that game to make it to the Final Four, which would have on the one side we have two ACC teams, and on the other side, Big 10, or is it Big 12? Big 12 and a Big East, not Big East, SEC team. So we'll start out on the left side of the bracket. Kansas, number 1, versus Texas A&M, number 3. Man, that should be a really, really good game. Again, I say like this is going to happen. If this were to happen, it'd be a heck of a game. Two really good teams. Well, I mean, all 4 of these teams right here would be really, really good. I'm going to... Now, in my regular bracket, I had this game, but I had, or maybe I had Miami winning right there. I'm not sure. Can't remember if I had Miami or Kansas. But I know I had A&M. I'm going to switch it up and take Kansas right there. Even though, you know what? I'm going with who I originally had in the championship game. I had A&M in the championship game against Kentucky, which was also the SEC championship game. On the other side, UVA against North Carolina. And this is, I actually originally had, in my regular bracket, I had Kentucky against UVA, and I had Kentucky winning. But I'm going to take, in the regular, this year they've met twice. Once in the regular season, UVA won. That was at UVA. In the ACC championship in Washington, North Carolina won. So it's the rubber match. Again, if this were to happen, I'm going to take Virginia. Of course I'm taking Virginia. Then in the championship, you'd have Texas A&M against UVA. I'm going to take UVA. And the reason is this. 1, I love UVA. But 2, it's because they have a lot of veterans on the team. Their defense generally travels really well. And if they just get a little bit of offense to go with that defense, they can win it all. Malcolm Brogdon, great player. London Prentice, really great point guard. Well, great, really, really good point guard. So that's my rationale. Am I being a homer? Yes, I am being a homer. But we'll see how it works out. Like I say, it's all in good fun. But let's see, the final score. Get to pick the score. UVA will go 71 because UVA plays really good defense. 71-64. That's what I'm saying. UVA 71, Texas A&M 64. Now, if it flips and it's Kansas in that championship game, and UVA against Kansas, I would take Kansas in that game. Boo, right? Because I think Kansas, their offense is just so much better. But I think A&M, they're a tough team too. So, but anyway, that's how I'm going with it. And there we go. Submit my pick. And I'm going to set up a bracket. See if can I still set that up? I think I can. Yes, I can. I can create a group. And I'm going to create a group on here, and I'm going to call it Simply Incredible Podcast. I'll put a link down below. So if you guys want to join it and just have fun with it, do that. That'd be great. Be cool. I actually started one in the regular tournament, and I forgot to tell people about it. So no one joined it. Duh. But like I say, just pick them out and see and just have fun with it. And that's all I got for today. And getting ready for tomorrow, where the games begin again. Thanks, and you guys have an incredible day.